everyone. Today I would like to read out the fourth chapter titled The Backstory from my manuscript Loneliness Meets and Beats Loneliness. This story is entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real persons or events is purely coincidental. The next morning began not with an alarm but with the sound of the doorbell. It was 5 a.m. As I opened the door, I was surprised and happy to see my husband standing there. He didn't look too tired after his journey, so we decided to step out for breakfast to a South Indian restaurant nearby. We chose to walk. The morning air was cool, refreshing. After a good breakfast and long conversation, we walked back home, enjoying the breeze. Soon the day slipped into its usual routine: work for him and home and work for me. After he left, I stood in the balcony for a while, watching the morning sun. That day, I felt a little lazy. I didn't feel like working. For a moment, I even thought of taking a day off, just to step out and do nothing. But it didn't seem reasonable, so I stayed back and prepared myself to continue with the day. After finishing my chores, just as I was about to sit for work, the doorbell rang again. It was Maya. She had come to return something I had left at her place. I don't remember what it was, but I invited her in. We spoke for a while and decided to meet again in the evening for coffee. After she left, I tried to get back home. Tried to get back to my work. But my mind wasn't really there. It was still stuck on the painting, that strange yet fascinating vision. I wanted to ask her about it, about her past, but something held me back. The day passed somehow. By evening, I went to her place. We stepped out together towards a nearby coffee shop. As we walked, I finally asked her, "Where did you learn painting?" She smiled and said, "I didn't learn it anywhere. I just paint what I feel." I paused for a moment and then said, "That painting of yours, it stayed with me. I keep thinking about it." She looked at me and asked, "Which one?" "The one with the globe," I replied. "And if you don't mind, what makes you dream like that?" She didn't answer immediately. It felt like she was ready to tell me something, her story. And in that moment, her past slowly began to unfold. There was a time when Maya lived a simple life, a happy life with her husband and her son. Her world was complete, so complete that she never felt the need to look beyond it. Her happiness was her family, their smiles, their achievements, their presence. That was her world. She stayed busy with her home, her work, and her curiosity to learn new things. One day, that curiosity led her to something unusual. She wanted to learn magic, not to perform, but to understand it. Was it science, an illusion, or something more? She joined a course and learned the basics. But that was just the beginning. Her curiosity grew deeper. She began exploring it on her own, experimenting, understanding, and slowly that curiosity began to shape her world. One day, on her son's birthday, the family decided to visit an orphanage. They spent time with the children, served them food, shared moments of joy, and there, Maya noticed a little girl. She was sitting alone crying. Maya walked up to her, picked her up gently, and asked, "Do you want to see some magic?" She performed a small trick, and within moments, the child smiled. That was the first time her learning touched someone outside her world. That moment stayed with her. From that day on, whenever she saw someone unhappy, she tried to make them smile, using her little tricks, and it worked again and again. Slowly, her world became a place filled with smiles. But not everyone saw it that way. Someone in the community began to question her, to doubt her intentions. And that one doubt was enough. People started looking at her differently. Suspicion replaced trust. Maya never defended herself. Her family stood by her, and quietly they left that place. That moment changed her life. She withdrew. She stopped interacting with people. The guilt of what her family went through stayed with her. It took time, but she rebuilt herself. Today she appears strong, calm, composed. But behind that strength, there is a story that she doesn't show the world. She found comfort in her own space, her thoughts, her emotions, her silence, all belongs to her. Life changed her, but how? Was it cruel to her or kind enough to teach her something deeper? Maybe both. She once said, when people throw lemons at you, you can choose what to do with them. I choose to make lemonade and offer it back to the world. I asked her, don't you feel angry? She smiled. I did in the beginning, but over time I found peace. Practicing Bharatnatyam and music helped me. It helped me understand myself better. And now I have a vision. I believe I will achieve it. I looked at her quietly and a thought crossed my mind. Can an ordinary person really go beyond themselves to achieve something extraordinary? Maybe they can, because sometimes when a person loses respect, they don't just try to regain it, they rise beyond it. Maya's dream was no longer just about herself, it was about the world, about unity, about peace. She may seem like an ordinary woman, but perhaps somewhere there is a force waiting to help her fulfill that dream. This is only the beginning of her story. There is much more to come, and perhaps all it needs is a little patience because sometimes the most powerful stories take time to unfold. That's all for the day. Do let me know your thoughts about the story by writing in the comments section. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.